Welcome to the second video in my solo Japan travels. This is Kanazawa. Heading out the back of the station, you'll find a beautiful view of the city. Yet the front of the station is even more striking in its appearance, with its modern design and giant metal torii gate. By booking early and using Hotwire, I grabbed this spot for under $70. I decided to head out right away to find Kanazawa Castle Park and Kenrokuen Gardens. It was about a 30-minute walk from my hotel. Signage was clear, and not only was there posted maps, but paper copies available as well. The grounds were very well manicured, and I headed to the castle park first. Japan's many parks are an oasis from the summer heat, where one can find a shady spot to refresh. The actual castle was lost in the late 1800s, but many of the emplacements have been rebuilt, and there is intention to rebuild the castle itself eventually. This gate offers entry into the courtyard, and along the wall you can see multiple garden placements. This gentleman was kind enough to warn me of the danger I was in as a tall guy entering the barracks. Everything had been reconstructed using classical methods. Guard barracks themselves looked out over the courtyard and the gate. After a bit more exploring, I headed for Kenrokuen Gardens. Crossing over the road that split the castle from the gardens, there's lots of stores and restaurants lining the northwest side of the gardens. Here you'll also find plenty of benches with natural shade on offer. A welcome break from some of the heat. Just beyond them, you'll find Renchimon Gate. The ticket only cost $2, so I was on my way. A peaceful stroll led to a path to observe the Sago Ike Pond. Located behind the lake is Midori Taki waterfall. There's lots of fish in the pond. Also, there's a great view of the teahouse that extends over the lake. At this point, I Wandered onward past the tea house and deeper into the park. I then crossed over Komonbashi Bridge, which was a narrow arch with no rails or protection. Glad my balance was good today. I continued following the path up the hill, and this would lead me to a pretty unique fountain. The fountain itself is sourced from the Kasumigake, or Misty Pond, and reaches a height of 3.5 meters. It's the oldest fountain in Japan. Continuing further into the gardens, it wasn't hard to believe that Kenrokuen is ranked as one of only 3 perfect gardens in Japan. The name Kenrokuen literally means Garden of the Six Sublimities, referring to spaciousness, seclusion, artificiality, antiquity, abundant water, and broad views, which Chinese landscape theory says are the 6 essential attributes of a perfect garden. I'll let you be the judge. At every turn, you'll find beauty and tranquility. Planted in 1874 is Neagarinomatsu, meaning raised roots pine, with roots rising more than 2 meters above ground. Nearby is the Meiji Monument, dedicated to local warriors who died in the Satsuma Rebellion. It's said to be the first portrait bronze statue in Japan. No matter where you look, there's beautiful scenery to behold in Kenrokuen Gardens. Finally, Kotojitoro Lantern, unique for its 2 legs instead of 1, is an iconic symbol of the park. I decided to leave the park and wander into town, where I found this porcelain craft gallery. After telling the cashier the items were subarashi, wonderful, and knowing some stores don't like photos or videos, I asked, "Shashino totemo ii desu ka? Can I take photos?" She was obviously surprised and smiled warmly while agreeing emphatically. I also found a shop with handmade chopsticks decorated with Kanazawa gold leaf, and even a snack decorated with gold leaf as well. Kanazawa makes nearly 100% of Japan's gold leaf, and UNESCO added Ensuke gold leaf to its list of intangible cultural heritage. Then it was the long walk back to my hotel and a light dinner at the convenience store. The room was spacious and had a great view of the train station and the city. The next morning, it was only a 15-minute walk to Omicho Market. I was very excited to visit this location. One thing to say about visiting Omicho Market, you'll be absolutely spoiled for food choice. This is one of those recommended stops that I just couldn't resist, and I was well rewarded for my time. Have a look for yourself. There were not only dried goods, but fresh goods on offer, and most places were capable of preparing them for you immediately if you want them to. I believe the biggest problem you'll have is making your mind up just what to try. Or overeating. I found a croquette stand and picked a shrimp and potato croquette. So good. I tried banana milk for the first time. It was quite good. Next, I tried a big slice of fried purple potato. I even found oysters done yakitori style with a soy glaze. Everything was fantastic. But now it's time to walk off a bit of that food, so a short 5-minute walk brought me to the Nagamachi Samauri district. The main street blended traditional and modern, but a quick turn was a step into a very traditional and well-preserved section of the district. The local waterway systems were preserved, as well as examples of the traditional walls. Local shops can be found throughout the area with locally made crafts. I believe I bought a pair of earrings for my wife here. I came across the remains of the Takata family house with its traditional gardens. Very serene. Then it was just a 10-minute walk to the Higashi Chaya Eastern Teahouse District, which is right next to the Asano River. I decided to grab a drink and take a break just to enjoy the scenery for a second. I then headed into the district to check out the traditional architecture and businesses. The locations along the avenue use the traditional wood slat system that helps with privacy from the goings-on outside, while offering the ability to see out from the inside. The center of town had lots of shops, tea houses, and restaurants. Wandering back through the city, passing shrines along the way, I decided to head back into the train station, which had a small mall attached because it was time for dinner. Since Kanazawa is a seaside town next to the Sea of Japan, sushi seemed the only choice for me. Green tea and miso soup, accompanied by sushi of octopus, salmon, tuna, shrimp, and even ship style with uni, salmon roll, and mini scallop. I think I got my money's worth. After wandering the mall, I decided dessert would be some macaroons, chocolates from Vanuatu, and a half bottle of sake to take back to the room. I wandered out to do laundry since I pack in a carry-on suitcase and backpack. The next morning, I grabbed a snack of fruit, huge grapes, and cheese in the station, then headed out for the Shinkansen. Well, just about time to leave Kanazawa. Beautiful location. Not just the modern train station that you can see there, but Kanazawa Castle, the Kenrokuen Gardens, which are one of only 3 gardens considered to be perfect gardens in all of the country. You get to go to Omicho Market, where you're spoiled for food choice. You can wander around the Nagamachi district, where the samurai built, style of streets and architecture still exists, and also the Higashi Chaya area. It's all just gorgeous. So I definitely would come back here someday if I get the chance. But more to see and do, so I'm off to Kyoto. See ya. Well, see you later, Kanazawa. It was fun. Next video on the series, Kyoto. Remember, it's a big world. Go out and see it. Feel free to drop me a like and subscribe or a comment if you can.